Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today, I'm enlisting your help with some organizational skills. I'm exhausted. I just went through and organized all my drawers of makeup, and it's kind of a confessional. I'm going to show you my mess, and we're going to discuss different ways to organize. Now, let me first say, before we just jump right into it, because we got a lot to organize here, this is my collection. Okay, I have a large collection. So I have, long before I did this YouTube, as you guys know, I was a magazine fashion and beauty editor. So I do have a huge supply, to put it mildly, of makeup. So what we're doing today is we are simply organizing the stuff that I use on a very regular basis. This is not a declutter. Now I am due a declutter, and we will do one, and I will involve you guys with it, and I will be bringing out buckets, not buckets, but certainly boxes from storage of stuff that has to be cleared out. Some of it old, some of it vintage that I want to keep. That'll be a really kind of fun, interesting video, but that's not this one. This is about organizing the stuff that I use every day and the decisions we make when we're organizing our everyday makeup. And unfortunately, I think I've done a good job, but I haven't done a great job. I am a very organized person, and I do clean as I go. My mother taught me that a long time ago, that you definitely want to kind of clean as you go. When I cook, I put stuff away as I use it. I hope you do too. It really helps. And I try to clean as I go with makeup, but I haven't been doing a great job. And I've noticed that sometimes I have to go on the hunt for a product and I end up not wearing it. That's a shame when we have a lot of makeup. So this is all about how do we organize. And I think I have gotten it to a manageable state. We'll have to see if you agree. And the questions that come up along the way, and this is something for you guys to tell me in comments. How do you organize your makeup? Do you do it by product? For instance, all the highlighters, all the bronzers. Do you do it by shades? All the pink shades, all the beige shades, all the oranges. Do you do it by brand? All the Natasha Denona, all the Pat McGrath. I'm somewhere in the middle. I have a Natasha Denona section, for instance, that everything Natasha Denona is in. So her face palettes, her blushes, all of that, and her eye palettes. But then I have a Pat McGrath eye section, and then the Pat McGrath blushes are in with the other blushes. So that annoys me. So I'm a little in between, but what we're going to do today is a lot of Dr. Pepper Zero, not sponsored, sipping, as well as some video footage that will attest to the issues that I have. So let's get into it right now. I'm going to be looking at the footage that I took on my phone along with you guys and talking us through it. So let's get started. Our very, very first video shows us where we are at. Let's see. Let's get started. First of all, we have our Diet Pepper Zero, of course. That's some PR that I have to deal with and get through that I haven't gotten through yet. So that first drawer is junk. This is all lipsticks. Oh God, some of them are upside down, some of them not. They're in a disarray. There's Hermes is back there, some stuff I don't use. There's the Nars Air Matte I don't really use. There's a Sharpie in there. Why is there a Sharpie in there? We do not know. Let's move on to my kind of random stuff drawer, okay? So here is my random stuff drawer. I'm looking at it with you. I don't know what this is. Miscellaneous mascara. Okay, that's a highlighter from Pat McGrath and a highlighter from Charlotte Tilbury, the Bar of Gold. It's not with the other highlighters. Why? We don't know. So that definitely needs to be moved. That was the random stuff. So I'm just right now giving you guys an overview of what we're dealing with in terms of my clutter. Okay, stay with me, guys. Let's go to the next drawer right here. This is all Charlotte Tilbury quads and some Victoria Beckham. They got some Victoria Beckham there. I don't know why there's what. Oh, that's a mess. That needs to be cleaned or tossed. Random blushes. Oh, look at the Nars multi. Remember the multi-use Nars stuff? And they're kind of sticky. That needs to be decluttered. And the rest of it looks like a lot of Charlotte Tilbury. I do not even want to know. Let's go to the next drawer. Okay, this is all like little pots of stuff, but it looks like an earthquake has hit it, or a Rebecca quake. And there's lots of old MAC eye pots. Look at that. We got some Victoria Beckham, like lid lusters there. Some Trinity London. Yay, Trini. Oh, there's a Tom Ford, Pat McGrath, Bobbi Brown. Look at that. And just random. It all needs to be cleaned out. Oh, goodness. This is Forlorn Lost primer. Oh, there's something I can give away that's brand new, unopened. That's a giveaway. Hiding in there. Oh, look at the Gucci foundation, wishing it could be used. Look at it in the back. Please pick me. Pick me. It will never be picked. So this is like the random foundation, lost foundation drawer. And there's some lip glosses in the back there. There's some Charlotte Tilbury lip glosses. They're still back there. I gotta declutter or move those or something. What a mess. So as you see, we're going along here, and I want you just to kind of get the idea of what we are dealing with. How about this? Now let's start looking at the palettes. So this is okay. We got some Urban Decay palettes. This is okay. Marc Jacobs. Oh, there's some Mario. There's some Sydney Grace and some Wayne Goss palettes. So this isn't anything really too shameful. So I think we can feel okay about that. There's more Charlotte Tilbury. What else do we got in there? Some Viseart. Okay, not bad, not bad. All Pat McGrath eye palettes, quads and palettes. That's not too bad. Now, we're now going to move over. This is still just showing you. We haven't even gotten to the organization part of it. I just want you to see what we're dealing with. Let's move to my next Alex drawer. These are random mascaras. They're like trial sizes. I don't know. There's some mascaras there. Powders. Why are powders there? There's no reason for that. Oh, look there's some eyebrow products in the back there. There they are. And eyeliners. And now, oh, look at the mess. See, that's got to be cleaned off. Somebody's dirty hands. It couldn't be me. Could it be me? It's me. Oh, okay. This is the crux of the issue that we're going to deal with today. There is the Mario lip palette. Look at that. There's a Lisa Eldridge pack in there. Goodness knows what's in there. Oh my goodness. Look at those lip liners. And then there's random, okay, this is the problem with Alex drawers that we'll talk about in a moment. Oh, random lipsticks that aren't with the lipsticks. Random lip glosses that are put away with lipsticks. It's a nightmare. I got more lip products there. See the Lisa Eldridge thing? And then we got a lot of foundations that are in heavy use here. Okay. Oh, this is also what we need to deal with today. Look at this, guys. Oh my goodness, we got highlighters and bronzers living together in disharmony, and face palettes. And again, pardon my foot there. Oh boy. This is really the crux of the issue here. What a mess. What a mess. Okay, so here's the issue I have. I have used the kind of, at this point, old-fashioned Alex drawer system, the Ikea Alex, and they're great. I still love my Ikea Alex, but the problem is when you have palettes in the back or lipsticks or anything in the back, you have to lift out the front to pull out the back because you can't get in there. It is not ideal. If you are looking for a way to organize your makeup, I'm not sure I'd recommend it. I'm very happy with mine. I'm not sure exactly I would recommend it. Well, it's time, you guys, to get to me organizing. Now you've seen it all. The crux of my issue are my lipsticks, my bronzers, and my highlighters. At this point, I can't find any of them, and that's what you guys are here to help me with. Let me take a swig here of my own new, not sponsored, Dr. Pepper Zero. And let's take a look at these all laid out. So here are all of the lipsticks. Everything just kind of taken out of a drawer. There's the Hermes. There's some balms. Some Lisa Eldridge Mario palette. There's all the lipsticks. So this is all that we are dealing with that we need to organize in this video. So that is all of it there. Those are the ones, remember. This isn't a declutter video, sorry, it probably should be. It isn't. This is a video dealing with everything that I really would like to be using more of and use in a heavy rotation and would like to use in a heavier rotation, and it just needs to be kind of gotten through. Okay, now here we go. I'm going to group them. So let's take a look. We have these grouped. That's all Charlotte Tilbury. There's a bunch of Lisa Eldridge lipsticks. There's a lone Hermes one. Oh, there's some Tom Ford, and there's all the Pat McGrath. See them all standing there? Those are the heavy rotation ones. Not all of them. There's the heavy rotation Tom Ford lipsticks. We have some Huda there, some Melt. Oh, there's Natasha Denona, I Need a Nude. See those there? There they are. Lisa Eldridge lipsticks, not all of them. There's some random El Maquillage and Nars and stuff like that. Okay, so those are just the lipsticks. That's not even the lip glosses. Okay, and we're going to now look at another video that tells me where I put all this. So look at all these powders, you guys. I stuck all of the powders together, so I thought that was kind of a good one, and got rid of some of those lip balms and lip treatments that don't really belong with a lipstick. All right, let's look at the gloss section. Now we're going to go, I'm looking at my phone here along with you guys. Now there are the lipsticks organized, you know that, and here are my glosses organized as well. So we have all the Victoria Beckham, those are kind of lipsticks and tints really, stains. And then we've got, there's Wayne Goss glosses, Fenty, all the Fenty glosses, which you know I love, that I use in heavy rotation. We got by Terry in the back there. All the Charlotte Tilbury glosses. I don't know where to put these. They're kind of lipsticks. They're kind of glosses. They're kind of a hybrid. There's the Nars Air Matte that I hate. I should get rid of, but I keep it. There is, let's see what we got here. Some Patrick Ta. Then we have some Natasha Denona. Hourglass over there. One Lisa Eldridge lip gloss. I got more than that. There's the Hourglass. And there's all the Pat McGrath stuff and Tom Ford glosses that I use all the time. So those are sitting right there. Oh, and my Chanel. Oh, I love those dual Chanel. There's some random guys, some rare, some Jason Wu. There's Viseart. And there's a Makeup by Mario gloss. And here is a selection of the lip pencils that I often use. Got a lot of Charlotte Tilbury, some Pat McGrath, Natasha Denona, and Wayne Goss. So Natasha Denona at the end there. And there's some Patrick Ta lip liners. And just some other various ones. Oh, that is me touching the Natasha Denona ones. So, and there are some random ones. So this is what I really need to kind of organize and organize well so I can get at it all. And I can't just leave it laying out on the counter. All right, there's what we had to deal with. I want to show you now my finished lipstick drawer. So this is just the lipsticks. Although I snuck in a few glosses. Let me tell you what I did. Alex drawer, so I had to move that in the front for you to see the back. Those are all Charlotte Tilbury. And then I put all the Fenty glosses. There's some of the Huda, there's the Hermes. All Charlotte Tilbury is all together now. Not the glosses, just the lipsticks. Now, over here, I did put the Lisa Eldridge glosses with the Lisa Eldridge lipstick, and I put the Wayne Goss glosses with the Wayne Goss. And all the Fenty glosses are right there and together. Yay, with room for more. I love that there's room for more. You gotta love room for more. Because, you know, I'll be buying a few more. Oh, and I left room at the front, as you see, for the stains and some of the taller Fenty, because you want to keep them all together. So that's kind of important. Okay, then I came over and did a gloss drawer. Now this is tricky because, you know, with glosses, I did put some glosses with the lipsticks. I wanted to keep the Lisa Eldridge together. I wanted to keep the Wayne Goss. I called it Wayne Gloss. That's kind of funny. Together and the Fenty together. Technically they're glosses, but I can live with it. Although sometimes, like I said, that makes me sometimes a little crazy. But for now, I think it's going to at least make things a little easier to find. Let's take a look at my glosses all finished up. So there is all of the Charlotte Tilbury glosses. Look at them all in all their glory. There's all the Pat McGrath glosses. There is all the Hourglass. Oh, pulling them. There's my Chanel, dual-ended Chanels. And then some stragglers. Those stragglers maybe should go into the same, I don't know, because I don't really use those Nars, but I don't want to declutter them. So those maybe should go into the same one. I don't know. Okay, so that is a thought. Now let's now that we see that, let's go right to the liners. Look at, I got a big drawer, acrylic drawer out for the liners. And I'm going to tell you how I did this in a moment. I left a little bit, there's the Mario there. There's the rest of the glosses in the gloss drawer you just saw. And I made room in the very front. There's the stragglers in the back. They're kind of hard to reach. I did combine there. And then I put all those liners out in the very, very front. But I want to show you how I did it because you guys are going to laugh. The next video, which I will mute the sound on, is Mr. Not Fit for Print Beauty. That is my husband. And what he is doing, you guys, is he is sawing for me or sanding, I don't know, using some sort of loud power tool to get the handle off an old acrylic box drawer. And that is what I end up putting the liners into. I end up putting the liners into that. And what he's doing is smoothing that off for me. And the reason he is, the reason he's smoothing that is it didn't fit in with the little handle on it. So I had a long time ago, for on top of the counter, those little acrylic drawers that pull out. They had a little hard acrylic handle on it. And in the Alex drawer, that didn't make things fit well. So I asked him if he could sand it off, and it was very loud and very dusty, but he did, and it fit. Because I'm being a little bit, well, not cheap. I'm being, trying to watch money, right? I mean, these acrylic drawers are really expensive. I use Sonny drawers, and I'll link those below. I don't have an affiliate code or anything, but I'll give you some information on their website. They're amazing, but they're not cheap. So it was really nice not to have to buy something new, even though I love Sonny and I have so many of their drawers. Okay, now let's look at blushes. Here are some blushes that ended up, I have a whole drawer of blushes, but here's some blushes, Pat McGrath. Oh, there's some face powders in there that didn't end up with the blushes. And here are some face palettes. The face palettes are kind of a questionable thing, guys, because not all of these are just face palettes. So, like the Wayne Goss you see is blush and highlighter. So that's a little bit tricky. And then some of these others are too. Here is bronzers. Just bronzers. I don't actually have that many bronzers, do I? I have less than I thought I did, while still having a lot. And here are highlighters. The Hourglass over there is a face palette, but it's all highlighter. There's the Pat McGrath, 3 of them, Charlotte Tilbury. I have 2 Lisa Eldridge. There's a Mario, 2 Huda, and of course my Glow Getter, which I adore. And those are just bronzers and highlighters. In terms of the face palettes, like I was saying, that was tricky too, because how do you do a face palette? I mean, some of those face palettes are just highlighter, some of them are more. It's tricky. But my goal here, as this is kind of my first pass, is to just make it so that I can use this stuff and see what I have so far. Okay, so let's take a look at the finished blush drawer. This is all the blushes that I use all the time. Unfortunately, not all of them that I own, but this is the ones that I want in heavy rotation. Cover FX are great. Pat McGrath are back there now, if you can see those. All of my Charlotte Tilbury. There's Melt, Lisa Eldridge. I've got the Surratt ones up there. Got some room for more on the end. Pretty darn good. Now, here is me figuring out what to do with those face palettes. I kind of organized and reorganized them, guys, because I'm not sure this is the best holder for them. I didn't know where everything should go, to be honest. So I just kind of, I don't know. It was kind of tricky to organize to figure out where all of these went. Then I put the Glow Getter in there. That's a highlighter palette, not really a face palette, but kind of a face palette. A little bit tricky to figure out what to do with it all. Then I want to do bronzers, there they are, and highlighters separately. Okay. So now let's go to those finished drawers. Okay, so here's what we did. I'm not thrilled with it, but it works. There's the face palettes only. Yeah, that Glow Getter's in there. That's not really a face palette, but there's all my highlighters. You know, they're kind of on that tiered thing, and there they all are. And then 2 little highlighters from Lisa Eldridge hiding away there. I put the bronzers in on their side there on a little palette tray there. They're not great because you see they kind of roll like that Mario one does when you open it. So it's not fantastic, but it's kind of what I got going. And I'm kind of just going to stick with it. As you see there, I opened the drawer to see if they rolled a little bit. And they, you know, they're not bad. My issue with this is, like I said at the beginning, I have a whole Natasha Denona section, and that's where I have her face palettes, her blushes, her highlighter, but I have the Pat McGrath one still separated out. It poses an organizational question. I am thinking of at some point making a brand only section so that everything Charlotte Tilbury is in one spot, whether it be lipsticks, eyeshadow, blush, everything Pat McGrath in one spot. It's tough though. See, and like the Natasha Denona, I say I give it its own full section, but I have her lipstick separate. So the question is, do I do it by brand? I'm not gonna do it by color. Among the Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks, theoretically, I should go like dark reds and plums all the way down to, I don't have the patience. I need to be organized. I'm a seriously organized person, but to organize it to a kind of minute, I can't do it. I can't do it. I also do need a declutter. And as you see, what we did right there, what you guys were so kind to sit through with me, was really blushes and highlighters and lip products. And even then there's some stragglers. And even then I'm not sure I'm thrilled with it, but it's better. Remember that mess at the very beginning. Now stick with me because I will be doing another video soon that actually declutters, where we just go through stuff and decide what to basically toss, because I can't give the stuff away if it's old, you know what I mean? So we definitely have to do that as well. But at least I have a collection that's more manageable, and then hopefully in the description bar you're going to start seeing a more variety of things because I'll know where the heck they are. You know what I'm saying? So let me know how you organize your stuff. Do you do it by color? Are you one of these people that has like all the nude lipsticks and one? Because then you got to come around and do mine, please, okay? And let me know, do you do it by brand? Maybe you just don't have enough. Maybe you keep yourself clutter-free. If you're anything like me, you got too much and it needs to be organized or you won't use it all. So I need to know your tips and tricks. Tell me what you think I did that maybe I could have done differently. I'm definitely open to suggestions. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed my discomfort at having to show you my clutter. And if you haven't already done so, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. We got lots of good stuff coming up, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.